work on it today. We're going to change the starter out, and we're going to put in a steering stabilizer to take care of that bump steer, but that's another video. The problem we're having with this is every once and again when it starts, it'll grind onto the flywheel, and it's probably damaging the flywheel, so we're going to change it out, and hopefully it'll engage the flywheel better and get us going. First thing you want to do definitely is disconnect your battery, because the cables on the starter will like weld stuff together, you know, if you get them touching. So a couple of tools I know offhand you're going to need most likely a 6-point 10mm socket, half-inch wrench and socket, and a 10mm wrench. That should at least get your starter dropped out. Those are probably the only tools you're going to need. Maybe a couple special ones, depends how rusty yours are. We're here in the Northeast, so it's kind of snowy and salty, and it kind of rusts things out pretty quick. So might have to hammer on a little bit, but we'll get it going. First thing we're do is disconnect the negative battery terminal. Me, I have a quick disconnect, so I'm just going to unscrew mine so it disconnects the battery. And the next thing we're going to do is go under the vehicle and get ready to pull that starter out of there. You're going to need some other things I forgot to mention, of course, safety glasses, and you'll also need a combination of extensions, because that top bolt, there's 3 in it that hold it to the bell housing, and the top one is a real bear to get to. You're going to find yourself cussing at yourself and everything, so have a different variety of extensions, and maybe even a couple different length ratchets. Alright, so let's get down there and get started. Okay guys, we're under here. Here's the starter. I don't know if you can see it all. I'm trying not to shake too much for you guys. First things we're going to want to do is take these cables off, which go up to your battery and your solenoid and stuff. I believe this one is a 10mm nut, and this one here is, I think I used a 1/2 inch for that one. Next you're going to want to take this bolt out. There's one up here, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little hard to see. And then on the top there's one more. Once you pull those 3 out and these cables off, it'll fall right into your hand, and then we'll get back to getting the other one back in. So let's take this nut off. I already loosened it, so we're just going to take this off. And a good idea is to have a place to put all your little bolts and nuts and washers. It's a magnetic tray, which, as you can see, I keep mine right here. That holds my stuff handy. We'll pull off that cable. We'll pull off this one here. We'll pull off this cable. And we'll go to the nut. The nut on the small one. Which is, like I said, 10mm. Yeah, we'll finish pulling that one off. Have a little trouble focusing, isn't it, on my hand, but we're just getting the nut and washer off. Stick it in our tray. Now we're going to pull that cable off. Next thing we're going to do is go after this nut right here and the top nut. They are 10mm. I advise using a 6-point socket so you don't round them off, because they might be stuck in there pretty good. So once you get those off, it'll fall right in your hand. Okay guys, after you busted your butt getting those 3 nuts out of there, or bolts out of there, and getting the cables off, as you can see, it's still sitting there. It's kind of stuck there. You gotta like bump it loose. I'm going to use a dead blow hammer, just push it up on it, see if I can get it to loosen. As you can see, it loosened right up. It's ready to fall out on me. Then you just pull that out, switch it with your new one, and reverse the same. The 3 bolts in, and then you can hook up your cables, and then you can go up top and hook your battery back up and give it a test. Here it is, guys. We got the old one out. sitting on the bench. You can see besides the problem of it not engaging correctly, you can see a little bit of wear on the teeth. It's starting to corrode here at the cable, which would have caused me a problem later down the road. So it's a good thing I'm switching it out. Here is the new one. Whole lot better, right? As you can see, this one here is tight. I can't even pull that one out like I could the other one. So hopefully that has a stronger engagement. Our cable is covered with everything to keep it protected. Me, I still put some of this anti-seize lubricant on my connections, like right here, here, and the 3 bolts that will hold it to the bell housing. I will put never seize on those, so if I ever have to mess with it again, it will come out a little easier for me. So let's get those lubed up and then we'll get it started putting it up in there. Okay, once you set it up in there, you're gonna have to use one hand to hold it there, and then you can start one bolt. Let's see if I can get a light in the right spot. Start one bolt. That'll hold it in for you so you can get the other one started. You got, like, remember, you got that one there and you got one on top. And then you got the 2 for the cables right here. And then you can go up top, hook up your battery, and we can test it and make sure that it's not going to grind anymore. So once you get that done, these 3 bolts, we'll see where we're at from there. Okay, she's bolted up in there nice and tight. Now we're going to move on to the cables. Before the other one, this one came with new bolts or new nuts, so I definitely recommend using the new hardware. Again, the bigger one right there, that is a 14 millimeter, and this little one over here is a 10 millimeter. So get those on, go up top, hook up your battery, and then try cranking it over. We'll do that here in a sec so we can see if it's working. All right, we're back up top. After a few broken knuckles and busted knuckles and cuts and scrapes, we got it installed. Now, if you come over here, we're gonna hook our battery back up. Just hook your negative terminal back up. Mine, I just have the quick one. I'm gonna hook it up. And we're gonna go inside and see if it cranks over. As you can see, it started right up, so job complete. If you guys got any questions, any comments, leave them below. Subscribe, like. Look forward to our next video. We're going to get started on that steering stabilizer shortly. You can catch that video. You can click the link below probably for that. We'll probably put one in there. Until next time, catch you later.